From Pikachu to paradise, this is the story of Carlo Acutis. Carlo Acutis was just a regular 90s kid. He loved soccer, coding, video games, and hanging out with his friends. But his faith was anything but ordinary. At just 7 years old, Carlo began begging his mother to take him to daily mass, which is strange because his family hadn't been Catholic for years. But miraculously, Carlo understood how important a relationship with Jesus is and wanted to make sure that his mother knew too. Carlo called the Eucharist his highway to heaven, the quickest and most efficient path to where he wanted to go. So he used his passion for computer games and coding to build a website that documented Eucharistic miracles all across the world. You can still visit this website even today. Carlo made holiness look like something normal, completely achievable. Carlo made time for his friends, family, and for his faith. At 15 years old, Carlo was diagnosed with leukemia. And before his passing in 2006, he offered all of his suffering for the church and for the Pope. And people all over the world began asking for his intercession. The church then launched a formal investigation into Carlo's life. And now his canonization date is set for September 7th, 2025, just 19 years after his passing. Carlo wasn't a bishop or a priest. He wasn't even an adult. Carlo was just a kid who played video games and hung out with his friends, and he still made his way to the heights of heaven. Carlo once said, "The Eucharist is my highway to heaven." So when we designed the St. Carlo Decade bracelet, we included heaven's blue and gold to symbolize the glory of the Eucharist. We also included 2 red beads in remembrance of the unification of Carlo's suffering and Christ's suffering in the crucifixion. This decade rosary is a wearable reminder to follow on the highway to heaven, just like Carlo did, especially when living out the ordinary moments of our lives.